Yo, I'm making this video to talk about something that's important to me. I used to vape. I just recently quit about 3 weeks ago. 4 weeks ago, something like that. And it's a terrible, terrible habit, you know. I started smoking when I was like 22. I used to smoke Black and Milds here and there. Take the edge off when I was stressing and stuff like that. I don't know how I began. It wasn't peer pressure. I just started doing it. Both of my parents smoked. My mom and my dad. My dad smoked cigars and cigarettes. My mom smoked Newport 100s. So I saw it. I was familiar with it. I was no stranger to what it was or anything like that. So I don't know why, but all throughout high school, I really didn't even think of it. But like once I hit like 22, I started to partake. And I smoked for a while until one time I remember I went from Black and Milds to smoking American Spirits. And then I had smoked like some Marlboro Lights, and damn, I hate talking about this shit. I just realized how terrible this shit really is. But the Marlboro Lights, they got me. So I was smoking those for, let's say, like 6 months. And I got to a point one time where I smoked a whole pack in one day. And I was like, all right, that's it. One of my boys worked at a vape shop. So I was like, yo, set me up with the vape that you got. Because I used to see him always, So he got me the shit, all of the things you needed, whatever, battery, blah, 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 juice, all that. So, and I used to get free juice from him. So it made it a little easier for me to transition off of like real smoke. Anybody who smoke know, if you smoke, that shit hits your lungs differently than a vape. A vape feels fake, right? So like for a while, it was hard for me to just vape, right? Like every once in a while, we'll go get a random Black and Mild for like 79 cents from 7-Eleven and just puff on that. Then, my bad, my throat mad dry today. Then, my bad, I'm over here trying to think, should this be a short? It's not going to be a short anymore because I don't want to cut this into pieces. I'm just going to talk. But I would get those random Milds from 7-Eleven. And then I finally just stopped getting Milds and I was just like vaping. And my juice at the time had 11 milligrams of nicotine. So it was strong, but I couldn't take it for long. So then I went down to like the 6. And I was getting this free juice from my boy, but then at a certain point, like I had another homie who was vaping and he had this Swedish Fish juice by Candy King. And I was like, damn, this tastes good, So I started buying that shit. And I vaped for years. Like I can't even think of how many years now. Like maybe, like 7 years. Like maybe 7 years or so. But fast forward to today. The reason why I quit is because number one, I'm 35. I want to get healthier. I'm a relatively heavy set guy. I weigh like 300 pounds, but I'm 6'5", So people were like, oh, you can't be 300. Yeah, I'm up there. I'm a heavyweight for real. And I want to become more lean, get more muscle on me. I want to be able to just breathe air like I did back then. I don't want to breathe no other shit. Like I ain't gonna lie, I would still smoke some weed. Like, and I don't smoke that often. I smoke like, maybe 3 times a week, something like that. I don't feel the need to like fill time with just smoking shit, and I don't drink. I've never been drunk in my life. Like, this was my one vice, aside from, maybe some of my hobbies and shit. But like, I don't want to have anything that I need, that I don't need. You know what I mean? Like, I don't need that shit. If I needed that shit, I'd be dead right now. plus, thinking about it, like, we're nothing but, lab rats. Vaping is not that old. So it's like, it's people like me who will see the long-term effects that it has on the body and what it's really doing to us. Because, like, it is a safer alternative to smoking traditionally because it doesn't have all of the added chemicals, formaldehyde, all the shit that cigarettes have. But on the flip side, we're not made to just be like consuming glycerin and shit like that. All of the things, the vegetable oil and shit that's in the vape juice and the flavor, the artificial flavoring and stuff like that. That shit is in here. It's in here. I know it's going to take a while for me to really see how I feel post vaping because it's so fresh. 3 weeks ain't shit. 4 weeks ain't shit. We gotta see 3 months, 4 months. But I don't want to be a test subject. You know what I mean? Like, I had to quit. Plus, like, I'm a business owner now. That shit's expensive. You know what I mean? Like, if you get disposables, they like 25, 35 per disposable. If you get the good ones, the big shits. I used to have a mod I gave away to my boy because he still, hit his shit. And we had the same thing. So I say, yo, when I quit, you can have it because my shit was kind of newish. Like, you'll get that. You got your batteries. I had the batteries to recharge him and shit and the little battery charger and, buying coils. Took like a box of coils and a bottle of juice once a month. And, it's on some shit that was cheap. It's like, yo, 45 for a month. And I'm just, you know what I mean? But I don't want to be them, man. Not anymore. It's crazy because, like, I be on like social media and I'll see like certain pictures and, like people might, especially like women, they be holding something and then you see like the little thing in their hand. I'm like, damn, you could tell it's a bad thing because, like, I'm not going to say it's a bad thing. I can't start hating just because I'm off it. But you could tell it's something that we don't need, right? Like, the way that they're so convenient to hit, it's like when people vape, they vape anywhere. They'll get it off real quick when nobody looking. Little inside, it don't matter where they at. They going to hit it real quick. Why? Because it ain't really no smell. People often be like, that smells good. Instead of being like, yo, chill, don't do that in here. You know what I mean? You could get it off. Even if they say don't do it in here, you could just, you know what I mean? You could just hold it until that shit just about to dissipate and then blow out. It's like, when it came to like smoking cigarettes, like, or smoking Black and Milds, like, I used to do it less because anytime I wanted to smoke, I could never do it. I would never want to do it in here and stink up my whole shop. I would go outside and have to go down near, like, away from the door so it don't blow in because of the smell. You can't do that shit everywhere. Vaping is worse because you are able to do that shit whenever you want, wherever you want, get it off, even in areas where it say no smoking. So it ends up glued to your hand. I was guilty too. Like, shit, if I was vaping right now, I'd be like, bang. Whoo, back to back shit. Hitting it back to back to back to back to back all day. It's no way in hell that shit's good for you. There's no way in hell. It's not hard either. Like, I've given up things in the past, and giving this up, there are times that I want this shit. But that's why I still smoke weed. I'm like, yo, if I want to smoke, I'll just wait till the time where I'm able to smoke. I'm not going to just be all day puffing on some shit. It's more of a habit. It's really a habit, And I feel like if you replace that habit with something else, then you'll be fine. And even the times where I find myself reaching for it, searching my pockets, which, I'll be honest, the last 2 weeks I haven't, because I know that it's just not there. But, like, what I'll do is I'll take a fake hit. Yeah. Because it's mental for real. I don't really want that shit. And me being smart, as I was getting closer and closer to the time that I wanted to quit, I ain't really give myself no date. I just say, yo, it's time to stop. You got to start. So I went from, like I said in the beginning, my first juice was 11 milligrams. Then I went to like 8. That was years ago. Then I went to the 6, which I used for many years. Then I went to 3, which I used for the last couple years. And then I switched to disposables from my little mod after I gave my shit away to my boy. Because I wanted to quit right there, but I was like, damn, I ain't gonna lie, stressed out. Fucking the business is requiring a lot of me. So I was buying disposable still. I bought maybe 5 of them till that last one. And I was like, you know what? That's it. I don't need this shit no more. But essentially, you got to fill that habit with something else. Fake hit, or even, I don't really do the fake hits now. Whenever I even think about that shit, and I find myself being like, yo, I'm going to go get some shit. And mind you, I haven't. Past 2 weeks, I've been good. But in the beginning, I would say one sentence to myself. I'm not weak. That's it. Because I'm not. If I say I'm not going to do this shit, then I'm just not going to do this shit. I know that my body kind of wants me to do it because of how long I did do it. But I'm in control of this body. And I'm not weak. It's an 11-minute video by now. Sorry, excuse me. It's an 11-minute video so far. By now, I would have wanted to hit the shit, but nah. I ain't got nothing on me. Man, I got nothing on me. Keys in there. That's it. I got a new blade I got when I was down in Tom's River. Shit cool, but I'm good on it. And hopefully, y'all seeing this, if you watch this whole thing and you vape too, just quit that shit, man. You don't need that shit. Nothing better than air. Smoke a little weed or something. Here in Jersey, that shit legal, so it's like, I know not everybody can get that. But smoke the grape. Not the fake smoke shit. At least weed give you a little bit of relaxation. That shit just have you fiending for another hit. That shit'll just be glued to your hand. Be hitting that shit all day. Get off the shit. But ain't no judgment. I'm just letting y'all know my story. Have a great fucking day. If you watch this whole thing, I appreciate you. I was in here just fucking around. Shout out to my boy who gifted me Tekken 8 for the shop because I got people saying that they wanted to play Tekken. I can't afford it right now. I'm poor as shit. He slid that over on Steam. Was like, yo, here you go, bro. Now they can play Tekken in here. I'll holler at y'all later, though.